Minecraft and updates go together like an addicted gambler and slot machines. It doesn't matter what you get in an update, as long as you get one. Which is kind of how I've been viewing the past few updates of Minecraft. A complete hit or miss. But, then I thought to myself, apart from the recent updates and snapshots, were there any previous updates in the past that were also bad? Yes, there were some underwhelming ones. So I decided to rate all of them. Okay, all the major ones. The ones on the side don't really count. Anyway, the first section of the video should play any second now. This update is probably the most influential update because the additions in here made what is Minecraft is today. It added hardcore mode, the thing every Minecraft YouTuber with no personality will play for 100 days and build the same farm that every other person builds. And brewing, which is underwhelming and I will make a video about it in the future. However, apart from those two additions, the rest were pretty needed. Breeding was added, meaning that you had a sustainable food source that's not just fucking bread. Enchanting, which watch my previous video. The end, which hasn't been revamped to this day, and also the absolute galore of new mobs and items. Like, goddamn, for an update without a theme, it had a massive amount of additions. So I'm giving it an A grade because it very well deserves it. Barely 2 months after 1.0, we get 1.1, which is worse than 1.0 because they barely added anything. We got super flat worlds, which are fine for creative and testing builds and redstone contraptions, but otherwise, flat worlds they just have nothing else. A bunch of language additions, which is cool for accessibility, and that's about it. The rest is just creative and spawn eggs, and commands, which is cool. So otherwise, this update's kind of boring. I get it, it sucks. I give it a D grade. From here on out, Mojang began to implement actual themed updates, which was really nice, because I don't have to call the update by the fucking number anymore, thank God, because this update was called the Biomes Update. And what biomes did it add? Well, we got the famous jungle biome and... But this can't just be it, right? What? That's it? Okay, we got mine shafts, but seriously, come on, you call it the Biomes Update. A fucking plural. I know you guys are Swedish and speak in a funny language, but come on, I know those Swedish people are good at English at least. You can't just have a mistypo. But no, the wiki says you only got the jungle Okay, whatever. I'll give Mojang the pass since it was still early in the game, so I'm gonna give it a C-. Whatever. Now this update, which has no name... Alright, fuck you too, Mojang. I guess we can think of themed updates. Bastards. Okay, what does update add? Well, aside from trading with villagers, which was pretty damn nice. Nothing bad about that. We have the Desert and Jungle Temple. We also got a better sorted creative menu. Pretty nice if you ask me. Also a bunch of quality of life additions, okay, if you cannot tell, I am very bored of this fucking update. I'm just giving it a C at best, so I'm just gonna move on. Oh, now this is an update. This is the update that put Minecraft onto the map fully, and what I would consider to bring Minecraft to its golden age. I mean, boy, this update added a lot of stuff. Let's see, we have the command block, which we all know, but we have no clue how to use it unless we follow a tutorial. Anvils, which are basically better enchanting tables. Potatoes, carrots, which are very useful food types in early game and even late game if you add a golden carrot. Pumpkin pies, night vision, invisibility, which are probably one of the best potions ever. Witches, wither skeletons, which then leads to the best boss in the entire game, the Wither, which gives you the nether star, where then you can craft a beacon. And also other small minuscule stuff, which, they don't really matter. This update was already good even without them, so I'm already gonna give this an S tier, because, it's a very good update. Redstone, we love redstone, don't we? Especially when we don't understand jack shit about it. Now, the redstone update, it added a huge amount of stuff. Things like redstone blocks, comparators, hoppers, droppers, daylight sensors, quartz, powered rail, slime, so much more. Holy shit! This update has a lot, and I don't really need to go into detail of why this update is so good. It did its job perfectly. The redstone community ate that shit up. The community still creates the most complex machines ever with the stuff added to this day with this update. God, I just wish I could do these structures without having to follow a tutorial. It gets an S as well. It's just too good. Horses. Wow. Yeah, this was the update where I first began to play Minecraft. I remember my dad somehow managed to allegedly crack the game for me, and I played it on the family computer at a nice and good crisp 4 frames a second. Those were the times. However, just because I feel nostalgic about this update doesn't mean it's good. Yeah, horses. And donkeys, I guess. And also, carpets, coal blocks, which okay, I would say coal blocks. It is the best fuel source if you're poor or too lazy to grind lava. But otherwise, it's just fucking horses, man. Anyway, that's whatever. This update is boring as fuck. I'm giving it a D grade. The update that changed the world. You know what? Let's see. We got stained glass, different flowers, some fish. You know what? Come on. Forget about that. Let's get to the main part of the update. We got the biomes, for fuck's sake. And if they change the world, then ooh, they need to be good. We got the deep ocean. Okay, it's kind of shit. Extreme hills plus. Did someone in the Mojang team forget to remove the plus? Or is that an actual, like, thing that they added? Whatever. Who gives a shit? Mega Tiger. Flower forest. It's just normal forest with flowers. Could be worse. Birch forest. No. Roof forest. Yeah, definitely. Sunflower plains. Who gives a shit? Savannah. And Mesa. Oh. Okay, that's actually good. I'll give it that. The Mesa actually looks good. So with all these biomes, there's only like 2, maybe 3. No, 2 biomes that were pretty good. The rest were either empty, bland, or ugly. And although some of them are... I'll still give this update a B grade because it did alright. The Bountiful update. This update is actually pretty damn good. It added a bunch of quality changes and the blocks. Okay, let's ignore those. Apart from that, we got banners, which are nice. And to this day, I love to create the dumbest looking banners and masquerade that it's the flag of my imaginary nation, with me as the president. Am I the only one who's done these things? Doesn't matter. We got slime blocks, which the redstone community slobbered over. Spectator mode, which is basically X-ray without the X-ray. Ocean monuments, which is kind of mid. Sheeps finally dropped food source. Thank God. Took Mojang long enough. And finally, armor stands, which, okay, they're kind of cool. Overall, Mojang did a pretty nice job. And it's a shame that this update and the next one would take more than a fucking year. Like, goddamn, was Mojang frozen in time during the whole year of 2015? What was happening in the development studios? Anyway, this update gets a C+. Ooh, now this is the most controversial update known to Minecraft. And I will say something very, very brave. I think Mojang did an alright job with the PvP changes. Before 1.9, PvP was basically who can click left mouse or the attack button faster, and who can press A and D the right way. That was it. There was no mind games or anything. It was just an auto clicker and some slight momentum. It was so damn boring, which is why I never found it fun. Which is also probably the reason why Mojang changed it.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
So they gave it a cooldown, which is way better. However, my gripe with the current PvP is that for some reason, Mojang just decided to make axes stronger than the sword. Like, seriously, a stone axe is just as powerful as a diamond sword. Like, that's just wrong. That's not even, like, weird. That's just wrong, Mojang. At that point, why even use a sword? Just jump attack with your axe constantly. You're gonna win every duel. It's basically the same as pre 1.9, but with just axes. So, for that, I'm giving this update. Hang on. You haven't talked about the other stuff this update had. Oh, fuck shit. That's a lot of goddamn changes, but, okay, frankly, I cannot be asked to just name all of them, so I'm just gonna put the most important item that kind of just carries the entire update on its shoulders. The Elytra, which literally changed how we perceive Minecraft as a whole. I mean, hate it or not, although this update made some mistakes, I would give it a B grade. Because goddamn, when you exclude the whole PvP situation, this update ain't half bad. god, where do I start? This update just generally sucks. I mean, the wiki page is so goddamn small that I don't even need to scroll to read the additions. Now, of course, just because you have small amounts doesn't mean it would be bad, right? I mean, come on, quality over quantity after all. Oh god, the mobs in this update suck. The Stray is a mob that's just the worst version of a skeleton, and the Husk is kind of a better zombie, not gonna lie, but the hunger effect sucks, go fuck yourself. And polar bears? Come on. Let's not forget how this update also added auto jump, which, yes, for accessibility settings is cool, but why the fuck is it always on?
Needs to be on by default so new players know about it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Jeb. Whatever, we got anything else? Just a couple of blocks, commands, and no, that's it. That's all. Wow, I think we might have found our worst update. I'll give it a D-. The exploration update. What was its main addition? Woodland Mansions. That's kinda it. You know, for an exploration update, making you explore only one structure is kind of stupid. It's like announcing you're gonna make an album and then you release one single song within the album. Like, yeah, technically it's an album, but it's so fucking lackluster. Like, sure, we got other notable features that were alright, I guess, but the only main item that was important was the Totem of Undying, which basically made every hardcore survival from actual challenge to how many totems you can hold in your inventory at the end of your stupid fucking 100-day survival Minecraft! If you cannot tell, I really hate 100 days. Anyway, let's forget about that. I'm giving this update a D+ at best. This update. Yeah, this update was another one of those forgettable ones. It didn't really give anything cool. All it did was give us a couple of commands. Give us a cool illusioner mob who... Okay, never mind. Parrots, I guess. I guess we have parrots. Glazed terracotta, which about 90% of all the variants look so fucking ugly. Tell me, have any of you guys ever used any of these? Especially the arrow one. Have you guys ever used the arrow one for your builds? Also, we got the knowledge book, which is cool for new players, but anyone who has played more than like 10 hours into the game will never open this fucking thing. And finally, the best thing from this update was concrete. For building wise, yeah, it's a really good godsend. Thank god they exist, but I don't know. Best I could do is like C- for this. Now, this is where Mojang locked the fuck in. We now have sunken ships with cool ass maps and sunken treasures. Underwater zombies with tridents that you can get yourself actually, and they're pretty goddamn fun to use. You can finally fucking swim. Thank god. We got coral reefs, which look so damn beautiful. Different fish, kelp, sea, rats, a conjurer, which is basically a beacon for underwater. Fucking dolphins. Oh my god, man, I would kill to get an update like that again. This update is where I came back to play Minecraft for real, because coming back to see what used to be bland and useless seas with nothing but dirt and gravel underneath and giving it life made me appreciate just how beautiful this game can be. And I am so proud that Mojang dedicated this much into making the seas good. So without a doubt, this update gets an S, as it should. Oh, we ain't stopping here, because Mojang saw how fucking good the aquatic was and decided, let's do that shit again. And they basically made what most of the community would say is one of the best, if not the best update of all times. Because now, instead of going to a village to just set up your spawn point and go away, you now have, slavery. Hell yeah. And you also have raids, which are probably the most fun you can have in Minecraft because you feel like a one-man army because the Iron Golem sucks at doing his fucking job. Ooh, and let's not forget about the goddamn trades because almost every single trade and every single job just has so much uniqueness. Oh, every single villager just has so many good trades, except the librarian, because fuck you and fuck you for wasting 2 hours of my goddamn life because you just cannot be asked to give me the one only mending book that I've been asking for so damn long. Right, yeah, this update gets an S grade. It's just that good. These. Wow. Yeah, this update was kind of a very weird black sheep when you consider the big resurgence of Minecraft between 2019 and 21. Because, to be honest, this update was kind of shallow. Like, yeah, you had the bees, which were cool, and you had the cool cosmetic updates like Iron Golem having textures when he's hurt, or other small little changes, but like, I can't, like, if your whole update is around like one specific mob, you're not gonna get anything above a B. I'm sorry to tell you that. Like, the best I would give this update is like a C+. Like, it's just B's! There's just no debate. I'm already giving this update an S. Just the amount of good shit added onto this update just makes it so damn good. First things first, they removed the ugly, disgusting, filthy, smelly, rotten zombie pigman.
What do you say fuck me for?
And replaced them with actual good-looking mob sprites. Next, they added an entire bartering system that is a little bit shit, but hey, something is better than nothing. You could finally use gold for something that's not just golden apples. Bastions, need I say more? And also the swords of beautiful biomes. Oh, generally, all of these biomes except the basalt are probably 10 out of 10. The basalt is still good, not saying it's bad, but just it's very annoying to traverse. That's just all. And finally, Nether Fortress. It just didn't get updated. I don't know why. It just looks so outdated compared to the rest of the stuff in the Nether. Like, I have no clue why Mojang didn't make the Nether Fortress its main priority in the Nether update. You know what? Just because of that, I'm giving this update an S-. Just because of that. I'm grouping these two updates into one because, well, this was supposed to be one update, the Caves and Cliffs update. But then it became the Caves and then the Cliffs update, which, when a company promises too much and underdelivers, it's fine, it happens. But why the fuck did we have to wait 2 goddamn years for the ancient city? 2 goddamn years. You put that shit in 1.19. 1.19 had nothing. I'm gonna speak about 1.19 in a second. But that update got carried by the ancient city, which was supposed to be in 1.17. Like, the thing is, even the mountain biomes were split. We had to wait an entire year for the others to get added. Like, at that point, just delay the update altogether. We don't want to have small, stupid little snippets of an update that just destroy the hype, because the hype around this update was insane. It was probably the hypest update ever made in Minecraft. People were generally screaming in joy because of just how good this update was. But because Mojang fucked up, it just means that I can't give it S. I'm sorry, I just can't. It's so sad. But the best I could give these 2 updates is A. Oh, this fucking update. Okay, let's disregard the ancient city, because that was supposed to be in the Caves and Cliffs. What else does this update offer, apart from the warden in the ancient city? Yeah, not a lot. Okay, we got one biome, which, like, for the wild update, you add one biome. Like, it's just so stupid. Okay, I'll give it that. The mangrove swamp is pretty damn good. I really like it. Frogs, they're chill, they're cute, they're useless, but whatever. We've got like 50 useless mobs anyway. Who gives a shit? Fireflies, they don't really matter anymore. You're never gonna see them again. But even if they were added, I'm probably sure they would lag the fuck out of your game, especially in Java. Especially in Java. What else do we have? The alley, which, whatever. It's the alley. Who gives a shit? I don't know. Like, you combine all of these updates, it's like, it's an update. I'm giving it like a B grade, I guess. I'm gonna be a little bit quick with this update because, to be honest, I could give less of a shit about this one. The only notable features were the cherry groves, which, yeah, it was alright. The tree looked good. The planks were nice. The biome is just, in general, pretty good. Nothing else to complain there. However, that's like the only good thing it's got going, because first things first, we got the camel. I've already covered the camel. Just get a horse at that point. Why bother? Second thing, the sniffer. I've already spoken about the sniffer. He's an alright mob, but just his utility's trash. That's just all. The trail ruins, which was like the main part of this update. It was announced years ago. People were excited about it. And when it got added, no one gave a fuck. Why? Because it's literally just novelty. You waste your time to just make a part. Useless and stupid and boring and bland. And the way you get it is also boring. And the only thing that's got going is the music disc. Fuck all that shit. I was probably gonna rate it a D. But however, the cherry grove is the only thing that savors it, so it's a C-. The tricky trails was a pretty good update, I'll give it that. The trial chamber, I really loved it. It's got good loot, I really love that. It's got good weapon like the mace, I really love that. You got music discs, which are good. Armor trims, hey, you know what? I'll give it that. Armor trims are pretty nice. But other than that, you got the crafter and a bunch of the other copper stuff, and that's it. Is that enough for a whole update? Not really, but to be honest, we've had previous updates that have been way more lackluster than this. And even with the recent addition of the Pale Guard and the Creaking, which the fact that it took Mojang almost an entire year to just code a fucking biome and a mob, a bit questionable, but hey, it's whatever. It still doesn't really change the grade, which is a pretty good update for a pretty nice end of the video. Right, yeah, you expect an outro. Here's this random ass sunset that I always put at the end of my video whilst I tell you to go subscribe to my channel. Please do. I kinda need to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can get paid. If you have reached this part, comment coconut spaghetti so I can know you've actually watched the full video. Bye bye, I guess.